On this episode of Fearful Prospects, we will be following the case of a newly married couple, the DiCaprios, that wants to have kids but are worried about their child having sickle cell anemia.
My brother's kids have sickle cell anemia, which worries us.
Because my sister has it as well.
Sickle cell anemia is a genetic disease that changes the shape of normal round blood cells to a crescent shape. Sickle cells are stiff and sticky. They tend to block blood flow in the blood vessels of the limbs and organs. Blocked blood flow can cause pain and organ damage. It can also raise the risk for infection. The symptoms of this terrible disease are as follows: anemia, organ damage, pulmonary hypertension, pain, and jaundice.
We don't have the disease, but we want professional advice to see what the chances are of our children having it.
We only have an income of $51,000 and no insurance, so money's tight right now.
We have graciously donated the money for this young, beautiful couple to visit a genetic counselor and doctor to learn more about their risks.
Today, we are visiting the genetic counselor to learn about our risks.
I read over your case and there is some concern. I need some more information about your case. Julio, let's start with you. Do your parents have the disease?
Well, my mom has the disease, but
Okay.
my dad does not.
Okay, that's quite interesting. You're a carrier. Arabella, do you happen to know if your parents had the disease?
No, they didn't.
Okay, I see. Well, I'm going to recommend a doctor to run some tests to see if you're a carrier for the disease.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for your time.
It was nice to meet you. Thank you.
Now that I know I'm a carrier, I'm very concerned that we might be at risk of having a child with sickle cell and anemia.
Knowing that neither person is affected, some genotype possibilities can be eliminated. Once they are eliminated, it becomes evident that Julio's genotype is big H, little h, indicating he most definitely has sickle cell trait and is therefore a carrier. However, Arabella presents with two possible genotypes, two big H's and big H, little h, so there is still a 33% chance that she does not have sickle cell trait, indicating she is not a carrier. Should this be the case, it would be completely safe to have children, as a child may not inherit sickle cell disease if both parents are not carriers. Because there is a possibility that Arabella could present with either genotype, I recommend that she have hemoglobin electrophoresis done on her blood. If she is a carrier, she will have small amounts of abnormal hemoglobin molecules, just not enough to affect her.
You must be Mrs. DiCaprio. I am Dr. Reddy. I've been reviewing your medical history, Arabella, and it appears that your parents do not have the disease, but your sister does. Does this sound correct? Let us begin by drawing blood.
I see. Oh.
Get this to insert. Patient's name is Arabella DiCaprio. Doctor's report, a visit on February 16th, 2014.
The hemoglobin electrophoresis test has come back negative. However, in the event of a false negative, adequate steps must be taken to ensure that the couple is knowledgeable on the disease and understands what is required when considering treatment options should their child be diagnosed. Sickle cell anemia changes normal round red blood cells into cells shaped like crescent moons or sickles. This change in shape increases blockage in blood vessels, which consequently inhibits the flow of oxygen throughout the body. Identifying whether the child has the disease is not difficult. Common symptoms include painful events that may last from hours to days, extreme fatigue, regular shortness of breath, and a pale or yellowish look to the skin and the whites of the eyes. If the child is diagnosed with sickle cell anemia, understand that there is, unfortunately, no cure. However, there are several treatment options that have proven successful in lessening symptoms, but require a full partnership between other specialists, the family, and myself. For instance, the child will need frequent checkups, and the couple must be able to recognize when he or she needs routine immunizations, antibiotics, and multivitamin supplements.
So I'm gonna email my mom today about sickle cell.
Alright, good idea.
Hi, Mom. It's been a while since we've talked, but I have some news. Julio and I are trying to decide if we want to have a baby. We have some concerns, though. As you already know, Julio's brother has 2 kids with sickle cell anemia, and since I grew up with a sister with the disease, it's likely that Julio and I are carriers. So the main reason I'm writing to you is to ask you for some advice. With a yearly income of $51,000 and no insurance, I just don't think we would be able to handle it financially. As always, any of your advice would be appreciated. Let us know what you think about our situation. I just want to make sure that I'm doing the best thing possible. Much love, Arabella.
But we just had a baby a couple months ago.
Yeah, we had a baby boy named Leonardo.
So grateful he doesn't have the disease, and we're even more thankful for the doctors and genetic counselor that helped us through this process.
Yeah, we're looking forward to a long, happy life together with more Spanish-speaking Italian babies. We have 1, 2, 3.
You can go whenever.
Okay.
This direction, but you're back stitching the way. It's
Don't look at me, but like
so
move so
basically,
you
there
can
are a
like
number of different parts that are.
That does not look good.
Okay.
That does not look good.
Stop it.
I see. Ah. Oh. I'm done.
Nice to meet you. So, I was looking over your case.
Is that your parents do not have the disease, but your sister does. Does this sound correct? I'm making a face.
Can I just say doctors?
Yeah, we had a baby boy named Leonardo. Wait, no, again, and the same thing. Whoops. I forget what it was. Disease.
Wait, you started too early.
We don't have the disease, but we want professional advice to see what the chances are of our children having it.
We only have an income of $51,000. I forget. What?